Broadcasting live from Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Charm City. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Yasiel Puig will stand in, coming off a 2-home-run game a night ago.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bishop is there for it.
Got it.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matty, you got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He's coming off a multi-home run game, and he'll try and build off that momentum. We'll see if they try to approach him any different.
Ozzie Rivera will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And they got a great pitching performance in the opener of this series, so if they could get anything comparable here or the rest of this road trip, you can bet they'll take it.
Ready with the 0-2.
Come on, big guy. Stay hot up there.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. After 1, no score. Romeo Chell steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Hey, 2 away now.
So stepping in, Alex Avila, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. On the ground, softly towards second. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More coming up from Baltimore after this. Ozzie Rivera is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
First pitch on its way. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
On the ground to the right side, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Hey, a nice little Sunday hop right there, and on Sunday no less. He takes care of his man easily at first base.
Ozzie Rivera will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here we go now. Come on now. 1 time.
1-2. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Shot towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
Yasiel Puig will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Ozzie Rivera digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, let it fly, let it fly.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Here we go. Need you right here.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to the show. On a warm summer afternoon, we're getting set for baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Today, it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball is next. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Alex Wood gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 1-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. It's not ideal. Probably would like it.
Ozzie Rivera will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game.
Well, he had a little bit of a rough one yesterday, but this is a guy they're counting on. He's driven in 9 runs over his last 10 games.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
Hard hit ball to second.
Get here,
Shell
get here.
is up with it.
Out.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. Jason McKnight will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
And that really sparked that first inning rally. When you get your leadoff guys on like that, it can create a lot of excitement for everybody else that's got a bat in their hands.
Wood sets. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. And he is in there.
He's in there.
Oh, this is a bad error right here. He tries to square himself up to second base to get this double play started, but I don't know if his cleats got stuck or what, but this is not a very good throw, and he's going to get stuck with it.
Ozzie Rivera stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
He's out.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. The Tigers lead it 6-3. Anthony goes. Gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. And he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't go quite according to plan, and with it, the inning is over. Tigers get just the 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Tigers 7 and the Orioles 3. For the box to start off the 5th in this.
Hey, we got no outs.
Here comes the 0-1. Ah, way to get dirty. The throw. He's out.
Wow. Made a... Well, you might remember this guy made an error earlier in the game, but can he make up for it right here? I'll say yes, he can. That's just a super play to lay himself out, and he takes away a hit.
Ozzie Rivera will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Chopped foul right at home plate.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch right here.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
There we go, kid.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. 3 runs, 3 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far.
Let's go now. One time.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Hey, get your pitch right now.
Standing in now, Rod Edmondson. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. McKnight going back at the track. The wall. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
Well, yeah, his first hit of the series here, and he makes it a good one, all right, as this one clears the wall by plenty. And back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, it's about time.
Hey, double him up.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Anthony goes. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
He's got it. Underhanded flip. And he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Now batting, shortstop, Adrian Bacon.
Hey, one out here. We got
Jason McKnight strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a rare display of small ball here as he puts this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Yeah, a nice job there to give himself up. You see they put the tag on him as he's running to first. That moves two guys into scoring position now, only one out.
Ozzie Rivera digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys.
You can do it.
You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
And ball four now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Rod Edmondson will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game.
Hey, now, here we go. That boy. Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go. They see it and drive it.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Here's a ball popped up behind the plate for Avila. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. Score remains even at 8 apiece. Digging in to try it again, Jason McKnight. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Well, a pretty productive at-bat last time, like you said, Matt. But right here with 2 outs, we're going to have to see if he can maybe find a gap and drive in a run.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. Definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
Tuesday night baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, the first of 2 in this interleague matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball is next. Brandon Belt will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Time now for a glance at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He's one of the tougher outs around, and he's among the on-base percentage leaders in the National League. He brings a very patient...
Ozzie Rivera gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see it. He's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Standing in now, Rod Edmondson. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets the tone early here with a first-inning steal of second base.
Here we go.
2 out here and a runner at second. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead. Really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
In now, Ozzie Rivera. He singled his last time up.
Ozzie Rivera.
Hey, like you can, like you can.
There goes the runner. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, they've got to figure out some way to shut down this running game. And I think it has to start out there on the mound with maybe the guy holding on to the ball a little bit longer or showing a couple different looks because they've been reading him like a book so far.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid. Hey, see you deep and dry. What do you say?
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now, is this one of those situations where you'd maybe think about taking third here as well?
Well, you probably don't do it with nobody out, and you definitely don't do it with 2 out. So if there was a time to go, this is probably it.
Hey, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Rivera is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances.
Ozzie Rivera will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. He's set. Here it comes. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
Hey, get your pitch right now.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Hey, let her fly right here.
And this is fouled at the plate.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Rod Edmondson is on deck. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, a nice play there to run this ball down over there in foul territory. The runner does tag, though, and move up to third now. But I think they'll be happy to take the out on that one.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Danny Gutierrez. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
He's got it. The second for one. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will... Ozzie Rivera steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Gene ranging into shallow right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
This is a big inning here. You're down only 1 with the heart of the order coming up next time you get in, so that's a good first step.
Digging in to try it again, Ozzie Rivera. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in.
Tap foul at home plate. 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. That misses 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Hey, come on, big guy. I need you right now.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Coach up, drive him in for us.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Ernesto Ochoa will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Ochoa.
Rod Edmondson will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the air out toward right field. Moving under it, Gutierrez makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. On to first, a double play. Orioles settle for one. We've played 8 full. Baltimore's out in front, 4-2. Harvey Jean will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
On the ground, softly towards second. Rivera is up with it on to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
And in a 2-game series, it's always nice to take game 1 because that ensures yourselves of no worse than a split, and they're just an out away from making that happen.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
First for the victorious Orioles.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 4-2. Good night from Baltimore.
Charles Center subway stations. MTA Light Rail service will provide extra trains of the Penn Camden Shuttle and to be picked up just outside the ballpark at the Camden Yards Light Rail Station.
Afternoon baseball from one of the best ballparks around, Oriole Park in Baltimore. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Baltimore Orioles. It's interleague baseball on the show. Now at the plate, Ozzie Rivera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ozzie Rivera.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's
Looking
go,
to
kid.
put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Let it rip right here.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, you know, you better not sleep on that guy hitting 7. He's been on an absolute tear.
Stepping in, Ozzie Rivera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Now the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, guys, These hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Come on, kid.
And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
Hey, you got it. No one
He's
better.
set.
Let's go.
Here's the 2-2. And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there. You going to start the runner at first here?
Yeah, at the plate, you've got a guy that will ground into his share of double plays, so it's not a bad idea to get things in motion.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Now there are two ways you can go here as a pitching coach, so he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. Other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Right here, find the
The
ball.
runner scores from second.
Not wasting any time here in this at-bat. He gets a first pitch fastball, and he just rips it right down the line. Well, that's all about looking for one pitch and doing something with it once you get it. He drives in the run as well.
Here we go.
Here's Michael Choice now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. You start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
In there, 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Ball. 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Shot towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Well, that's a big break right there that this ball's hit right at him. If this is a few feet in either direction, this might be 2 runs. Instead, that keeps those runners frozen at second and third with 2 outs now.
Like you can. Come on.
Into the box, Ed Bishop. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Orioles settle for 1. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 4 and the Phillies 1. Jared Chavez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there. Back to Loney, but they can't quite get him as it'll go as a fielder's choice.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
At the plate, Ozzy Rivera. He drew a walk his first time up.
Ozzy Rivera.
Hey, now, here we go. Let her rip.
Come on, big guy.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
On the ground up the middle. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We played 4 full. The Orioles lead it 5-2. Fletcher Wiley heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Loney gloves it, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Up next,
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Ozzy Rivera comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Well, 2 outs here, so not going to happen again at least.
Here we go.
And there's the 4th wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Rod Edmondson will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Oh, baby, see you drive it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Dribbled down the third baseline. He's got it.
Find the ball.
Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 6-3 game.
So close to getting out of the inning. Now, this would have been a great play if he could have made it, but he just couldn't get the ball to first base in time. And that's going to wind up being an infield single and a 2-out RBI.
Michael Choice strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on.
Looking to minimize the damage here. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
That's inside. 2-0. 2-0, bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We're through 6 full. The O's lead this thing 6-3. Leading off the inning, Lamont Manning, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Rivera is there for it. 1 away.
Wow, he's had his number so far. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts, and now this. Man, this is a game to forget.
Ozzie Rivera comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
Let's go now.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1.
All right, come on now. One time. Let's fly.
Now this ball lined into right field. That's a base hit.
Right here.
1 run is scored. The run scores from second. It's a 9-3 game now.
And this is when you know the stars are lined up in your favor as a hitter. I mean, look how bunched up he was on that swing, yet he still finds a way to muscle that to right for a double.
Ernesto Ochoa will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Rod Edmondson will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
Wait for your pitch.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. 3 runs already home here. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Here we go, baby.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. This is line to left. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. In to score is the runner from third. In to score, the runner from second.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Fletcher Wiley stands in looking to do some work against that big deficit they've got in front of them.
You got it, Matt. This is a situation where he just needs to keep that line moving. Get on, get a couple in, and hope the next guys can come through big.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
definitely not what you want to do there. Hitting into an infield fly rule with the bases loaded and nobody out? Wow, what a waste of a great RBI opportunity.
Brandon Belt comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course.
Yeah, we got two down.
4 runs here in this half inning. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Orioles 11 and the Phillies 7. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Our final
he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really